Coach Woody Deans has built a tradition here at Patrick Henry, and like North Carolina coach Dean Smith, who has a facility named after him, so does Woody Dean, the Dean's Dome. And PH has not lost a game here in 2 years.
He hadn't lost a whole lot anywhere recently, but playing at home is always, you know, you're used to the rims and you're used to the crowd, and the crowd comes in.
The 1,000-seat gym will play host to a few more important games before the season ends. A final season for 4 seniors who have tasted success, but who thirst for a state title, a very attainable goal. In Roanoke, Mike Tilley for the State Basketball Report.
Take a good look at the Patriots running onto the court, because it's the only time their feet touch the floor all night. VMI-bound point guard Percy Covington makes the steal, and watch the behind-the-head pass to Melvin Davis for a one-hand slam.
We felt confident, but not too cocky about it. We thought that we could go in and put some pressure and get a lot of turnovers, which we did.
The pressure defense continued to pay big dividends. Curtis Blair with the steal and the monster throwdown. Then watch Blair feed George Lynch, who buries another dunk despite being intentionally fouled. The first quarter dunk count reached 4 when Blair picked another pocket and went coast to coast for a 17-0 PH lead.
The first quarter was great. Everybody was so relaxed, you know, to start the game. And we just wanted to come out and make a good start, you know, and not have any mistakes and everything.
Reserve Bernard Basham then got into the act with the drop step, two-handed dunk in the paint. But Basham's best effort came on a 20-foot alley-oop pass to a streaking Melvin Davis. 30-12 Patriots after just 1 quarter.
That's our third option after we look down low, and then the big man open, and we cut up and, cut back and look for the pick, and, burn out through the lawn real well, and that was their dunk.
The Patriots led by 25 at the half and by 48 after 3 quarters, thanks to smooth as silk moves like this one from Blair. The only suspense in the night centered around who would put the Patriots over the century mark. Reserve point guard Jamie Gravely did the honors with 2.5 minutes to play. PH rolls by Franklin County 105-53.
Well, we jumped on them so much at first that it just kind of took them out of it at first, and we just kept the pressure on, so they didn't have much chance to get back in it.
Mike Stevens, News 7 Sports.
The Patriots' aggressive defense paid dividends right off as they come away with a steal. Number 14, Percy Covington, takes it in for the layup in the early 4-0 lead. But the Pioneers came right back. Number 44, Keith Hamilton, scores 2 of his 24 points as Heritage ties the score. With just under 3 minutes left in the first quarter, the Patriots moved back out in front. George Lynch with a baseline move for the reverse. And less than 2 minutes later, Covington goes in after the steal for the layup. He's fouled for a 3-point play as PH moved out in front by 9. But Heritage rallied again as number 30, Tim Moss, canned a 3-pointer. That cut the Patriot lead to 22-17 after the first quarter.
Well, they kept it close a lot, and we really never could really stretch it out. And, probably because of their good inside play and quickness at guards.
The Patriots quickly up the lead to 9 at the start of the second quarter. Lynch passes to Melvin Davis for the easy 2. Late in the half, number 10, Jamie Gravely, passes off to Lynch for the layup. Patriots move out to a 46-36 lead at the break, and Coach Deans had a message to deliver at the half.
He kind of got on us and pointed things out that we was doing wrong, and then he's telling us, we got to go out, play straight up man, no slacking, we got to hit the boys harder. I think they had us like 5-1 on the rebound, so he said we got to go to the boys harder. And we came out and did what he had to tell us. We did what he said.
And at the 4:34 mark of the third, Lynch reads the pass perfectly. He comes away with a steal and takes it down for the monster jam. Lynch led all scorers on the night, scoring 27 points, including this 3-pointer as the Patriots jumped out to a 64-48 lead after 3. Number 50, Russell Turner, scored 14 points as the Patriots go on to win it 84-62.
The Woody Deans Dome could have used a few seats from that other Dean Dome down in Chapel Hill last night. But while the standing room only crowd may have been a little uncomfortable, it certainly was not disappointed. Point guard Percy Covington contributed a season-high 10 assists to lead a balanced PH attack. Backcourt mate Curtis Blair threw in 17 points. Junior forward George Lynch dropped in a team-high 23, and Bernard Basham contributed 18 more off the bench. 5 Patriots in all hit in double digits as PH easily won its 3rd game of the year, 98-67.
Well, it surprised me the margin of victory, but, you know, Oak Hill, without their 2 players, they were 2 starters and 2 super people. They're really not quite a top 25 team without those 2. But I was just exceptionally pleased with the way our kids played.
They wasn't that tough. I mean, they rated in the top 25 in the nation, but they're not that tough.
They lost 2 of their best players, and maybe that would have been a little different in the score if they would have had both their players.
I think it was just a great win for us. Defense carried us through the whole game. We executed real well this time, better than we did against Heritage.
College coaches from VMI, Radford, Seton Hall, Navy, Pittsburgh, Belmont Abbey, and Virginia attended last night's game, and each was impressed with the high-powered Patriots.
The Patriots came into the Glass Gym sporting a 3-0 record. Glass jumped out to the early lead, though. 6'9" Levi Hunter scoring inside. The Hilltoppers cut the PH inside game out, but the Patriots fired from the perimeter. Curtis Blair's jumper made it 6-2 Patrick Henry. Then the Patriots went to the up-tempo game. George Lynch scoring inside, making it 13-4 PH with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. The Hilltoppers came back. Barry Perkins hits the jumper. Glass trailed 13-7. That's when PH opened it up. Lynch scores on the baseline spin move, 21-11 Patrick Henry. And when Russell Turner hit the jump hook, the Patriots led by 15, 28-13. PH's Percy Covington got his 3rd foul with 4 minutes left in the first half. Randolph Austin then scored, and PH led 40-30 at the half.
We got into foul trouble down here, and you know, I thought we probably needed to spread it out a little bit and try to get into halftime without anybody getting any more fouls.
The Hilltoppers forced the up-tempo game to 3rd quarter. Austin hit a 3-pointer to make it 42-33 PH. Patrick Henry's Curtis Blair came right back, though, and with this 3-pointer, the lead was back to 12. Austin nailed 2 more 3-pointers early in the 3rd quarter, this one with 6 minutes left, and Glass trailed 63-58. PH stuck to the slow-down game, but with 1 minute and 35 seconds left, Roy Roberson scores on the fast break, and the Hilltoppers trailed by 1, 69-68. PH turned away the Hilltopper rally. Melvin Davis hit a jumper with 1:20 left to make it 71-68, and Bernard Basham crashed the boards for this tap-in to make it 73-68 PH with 1 minute left.
Percy went to the other side, and Levi pulled on Percy, and then I was just there wide open for the easy tip-in.
When it comes down to the end of the year, that is going to help us because last year we had a close game here as well, and you can see how far that took us. And a character builder this early in the season means a lot, I think.
PH survives the trip to Lynchburg, beating Glass 74-68, upping its record to 4-0. In Lynchburg, Roy Stanley, News 7 Sports.
PH coach Woody Deans was able to hang out with an oversized trophy today because for the past 4 nights, his nationally ranked Patriots annihilated some of the best high school teams in the South.
Seemed like each game we prepare for, we thought that would be our toughest game, and it turned out that we just put 4 good games together down there, and I think probably the unselfish play of all our players made the difference between playing against good individual talent and a good team talent.
That team togetherness was the difference in last night's title game. Griffin's Darren Hancock was impressive, throwing down 23. But 4 Patriots hit in double figures. Melvin Davis had 11. Reserve Bernard Basham knocked down 13. Shooting guard Curtis Blair added 18 more. And indescribable junior George Lynch double-clutched his way to a 26-point night and a tournament MVP award.
For all of you, Curtis Blair in the corner, 3-point range, and 3 points from Mr. Blair. That put PH up by 15. Rob Light down. And showtime, he slams it through for Patrick Henry. They really took a big lead. Light outside to Mark Reese. Reese, the long jumper. He hits it and it cut it to 20. PH led by 20. Patrick Henry cruising right along. Curtis Blair the steal and the slam. The Patriots go on to down Salem. 74-51 is the way it ended. High school.
Before this game even started, PH was whistled for 3 technicals for dunking and warm-ups. It didn't seem to bother them. Percy Covington will make a beautiful feed to George Lynch for a lay-in. Notice Lynch played tonight with goggles to protect an eye injury. Bill Pope tried to keep his Vikings in the game, and Rusty Hale caps off this break with a nice lay-in. But as you know, PH just has way too many weapons. Melvin Davis, number 42, threw in 19 points, and Russell Turner added 21 more as PH rolls to the 91-55 win.
9,632 fans paid to see some good basketball last night at the Roanoke Civic Center, and the 4 participating teams made sure they got their money's worth.